And the 1 month in seems a lot longer with the amount of things that's happened since the 6th of June. Would you say everything's going to plan?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's been great, and it's exciting. It's been a bit of a whirlwind, for me. Just coming back into women's football at this time was always going to be exciting, daunting, being out of it for 9 or so months, but kind of coming into the project at Kidderminster with all that's kind of going on behind the scenes and the excitement a little bit. It's been great, and I'm loving every minute of it. And I think everything we set out to do to date is in play. And the good thing is when I sat and I spoke with Matt and all the ideas we put together and all the plans that we wanted to push forward, kind of in process, and there's more to come. So it's going really well. I'm really pleased. We're just now working kind of on the pitch stuff and hopefully getting to a point where we can start our pre-season games and have a good pre-season ahead.
That's good to know. Let's talk about the new signings then. So there's several so far. Is there a type of players that you're looking out for when you're recruiting for your new team?
Yeah, I mean we've set a DNA, similar to previous with the staff. We've said that the type of kind of football we want to play next season, and part of that brings the type of player that you're going to want to bring in, and that's important. So we've definitely been very specific about that type of player, and the type of players we want to bring in. But I think most of all, when we're kind of building a project like we are at Kidderminster Harriers, is bringing the right people in, for the right environment, and players who've got good attitudes and good mindsets, want to work hard, want to invest into the project. We don't have everything that maybe other clubs have and other teams around us, even in our league in at Tier 5, with the resources and some of the funding that they have, we don't have massive amounts of that. But what we are doing is creating a really good environment and a good package around these players. And we just want those type of players who are going to really enjoy that and play for the badge. That's the biggest thing. That's one thing I'm saying to the group. It'll feature in all my team talks, is that this Kidderminster Harriers badge is it's big, and we need to be playing for that, and with the hope of progressing this badge further up the divisions.
Zoe Clark is one of your most recent signings. With someone as high profile and as talented as Zoe is, it says a lot about the type of person she is and what she is walking into. Do you agree with that?
I think it says a lot about where Kidderminster's at, and I think that there's it's a busy time. Women's football, there's a lot of noise around it, negatively and positively. But I think we have to sometimes step back a little bit, and we have to think about the player and the individual and what's best. And it's not always about contracts and finances and tiers. It's about, I just want to enjoy my football, and I want to be in the right environment. I want to be playing with my friends, and I want to be playing with people I know, and I want to be playing with good staff, and be around good staff. And I think Zoe epitomises that a little bit. I think she needed that, she wanted that, and we gave her the opportunity to come down and have a look and have a chat. And obviously I've worked with her previously. She knows some of the players. She knows the captain Lammy, and that was what was important to her. And the good thing is we've got great relationships with her family. It was everything, John. Really, it wasn't just about what tier, what contract, what money, etc. It was the whole package that was right for Zoe. And regardless wherever she was going to go, the main thing was to be making sure she was smiling and being happy, and that's where she's going to be at her best. So over the moon with the signing, incredible movement from us. But let's get her back playing where she needs to be playing and enjoying her football, and see what happens.
Amazing signing, absolutely, yeah. Sophie Levick, Emma Govan and Lil Beth, 3 players you signed within the first few weeks or so. Was that you setting the standards for the rest of the summer?
Yeah, but again, it goes back to kind of what we said about Zoe, and people have spoke about this kind of, it's Stourbridge again. I don't want that. That's not what it's about. What's key is that actually you don't turn away Elma Govan, Lil Beth, Sophie Levick, Zoe Clarks, and more. You just don't turn away those type of players regardless. And I've worked with those players, and sometimes you get the best out of those players, and that's where I feel with those 3 particular, I felt yes, we can get the best out of them playing at Kidderminster Harriers. So yes, they're incredibly good footballers, but it goes back to the right people at the right time for Kidderminster Harriers, and I can't wait to work with all 3 of them again, really.
One player that didn't come from Stourbridge is Tony King-Scott. You signed from your league rival Shrewsbury. What can you tell us about Tony?
Yeah, I've seen Tony play several times when I was at Stourbridge and at fullback, and she's done some real good numbers on some of our players who are very talented wingers who'd run at her 1v1 defending. She's very good, and she's got a really good attitude. So we kind of got in quickly to see where she was at. I knew that was an area we needed to look at, and she came down and like others have really liked what we're doing and like the setup, and she's just another person who's just the right fit and has got the right mentality. She started really well, and she's going to be a real good addition for us.
Off the pitch, lots of positivity on social media. The commercial team hard at work too. Do you think the area is recognising this and taking Kidderminster's Harriers seriously and realising that it's not just words, it's actions as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to take time. These kind of things don't go overnight. I think we're well ahead of kind of making the noise that we wanted to do. The biggest thing for us, me and Matt, was to show everybody that actually that there was a connection with Kidderminster Harriers Football Club with the women's team and the women's section. And it's weird because I've said this previously, is that even when I was on the other side of things, you didn't really see that. But it has actually always been there. There's been there's always been a level of support from the club towards the women's section. So we just needed to kind of progress with that a little bit further. And Matt's done a lot of that over the summer and previously. And then kind of shout about it a little bit to say actually, Kidderminster Harriers, it's right behind its women's team as much as it can be. And in the right way, we're not pumping loads into it, and it's not all about that. It's about actually structures, facilities, the right people, head of women's, good staff, and then bringing in the right players. So we've done that, and we're just slowly finalising those bits. Now it's time to kind of look at going out there and getting the people behind it, and hopefully the Harriers fans who come down to support the men's here will come and do the same with the women. That for me is the next step, but a lot of that will come from the excitement on the pitch.
So what can we expect to see before the season starts? Any more surprises? There's a few pre-season games to come as well.
Yeah, I think there'll be some surprises, as you call it. Maybe not for me, but there'll be some surprises for people. I think there's no doubt about that. I think it's early. I said to Matt today when we were talking about players in the current squad, it's July. It's July, and we've managed to do a lot of really good signings and do a lot of our business very early on, which is important. But there's a long way to go. I think there's a lot happening in the tiers above, from what I hear. And as we know with the women's pyramid, it's going to filter down. So I think we'll pick up some more talent, but I think other clubs will. So I don't think there'll be massive amounts of surprises, but I think there'll be some exciting times ahead for us. In regards to pre-season, I think we start Sunday. Listen, those first few early ones, are always about kind of establishing the team, looking at players that we've currently got within the squad, seeing where they're at, seeing what the players feel like, and then making sure we're prepped then for the final running in August, leading up to the start in September.